Melissa, it's kind of ironic because the fog is basically water, it's moisture, it's just everywhere, but it's not like getting into the ground.
Yeah, if we could just somehow get that fog to all rain out and give us some more moisture, maybe not a bad thing. We get some blue skies to go with it, but what we really need is just some big rainstorms like we are so used to here in the winter season. Typically this time of year, we on average pick up 1/4 of an inch of rain with each day. And again, it has continued to be dry day after day, week after week. So far this year in January, we've seen 1.74 inches. That is 2.7 less than normal. And really most of that came with that one big storm that we picked up just over a week ago. Now, when you look at the water year, which begins on October 1st, we've seen not even 6 inches of rainfall. So now that brings us up to about 17 1/3 inches below what we would typically see here at this point in the water year. So we definitely need the rain. Good news is there's no indication that this weather will continue like it's been into the spring season. We should get back to normal, and we hope that we do. As for now, though, continuing to also see those dry conditions in central Oregon. No snow on the ground. 57 was the high temperature there yesterday. Head into the valley because of that dense fog. Our temperatures have been much cooler in the upper 30s here. But get up to Portland, they saw the fog in the morning, but sun breaks into the afternoon, and that allowed temperatures to get right back into the upper 40s. Same story in Roseburg, and as you head out to the coast, it was 50s, if not 60s, which was the case down in Brookings. Now this morning, we're still waking up to these clear skies, dry conditions, obviously. And this isn't just true for Western Oregon, but it's true really for the entire western half of the U.S. That jet stream well up into Canada, and that's where the storms are headed. You can see even Vancouver, British Columbia continuing to see these clear, dry conditions. Now for us here in the valley does mean that we're having to put up with the dense fog, and that advisory will continue through 10 o'clock this morning. So if you're headed out before then, perhaps to one of the area parades, just make sure that you keep those speeds nice and slow this morning. Visibility down to 1/4 mile in Eugene, Roseburg and Bend, Corvallis. It's lightened up a little bit, 2.5 miles there. As you head out to the coast, full 10 miles, so nothing to worry about for you. Temperatures there are holding in the mid-40s. We're in the 30s in the valley, and head over to Central Oregon, it's back down into the 20s. So a chilly start today for many of us. So again, that high pressure still in full force across the Pacific Northwest. We had that weak little disturbance this weekend, which basically allowed that fog to break up for a couple hours. And we'll see a similar scenario coming up Tuesday night into Wednesday. This bank of clouds here will move through. It could bring a little bit of drizzle to the coast, maybe let the fog break up a little bit here in the valley. Then it's right back to high pressure all the way through next weekend. So for those of you along the coast, it's back to the mid-50s today. You'll drop to the low 40s overnight. Staying sunny, staying warm, and those winds continue to hold out the east, and that's why it's so clear. For the Umpqua Basin, mid to upper 40s for you. Foggy this morning, sunny this afternoon. For the Cascades, full sunshine. The snow level clear up to 9,000 feet. Sunny and mild in Willamette Pass. Open for another day of skiing there. Central Oregon seeing those 40s and 50s, sunny and mild. And for the Willamette Valley, it's upper 30s and low 40s. Again, we are dealing with the dense fog, and we are dealing with that stagnant air, which means that our air quality continues to drop a little bit with each day. Now, as we head into the rest of the week, the coast again could see a little bit of drizzle and about 10 degrees cooler for Wednesday. Otherwise, it's right back into the upper 50s into the weekend. The Umpqua Basin upper 40s and low 50s all week for you. The Cascades will hold right there, low to mid 40s. A few extra clouds on Wednesday, may see a few snow flurries. And for the Willamette Valley, foggy weather all week. Highs keeping it parked right there in the upper 30s and low 40s. Not much change.
No, it never changes around here. It's always
Feels like
foggy.
that.